Hey, YouTube, we're live. And for some reason, my Instagram is not going live. I don't know what's going on here. Um, this is fun. All right. Well, I guess we're just going to do YouTube live right now. Um, all right. Well, don't know what happened with the old Instagram. Anyway, I'm Robert J. Conley, and today I want to talk about how I help people. Um, boy, I'm going to be curious as I'm just losing people, just signing off as I go here. Maybe I'll do a new. I'll do another version on Instagram. All right, now that I've chased everyone away. Okay, so how do I help people? I help people one on one by helping them see the big picture, putting what's going on into the context of the big picture. I help them think accurately, and I give steps to move forward productively. So, um, one of the things that I hesitate to always bring up because I don't want it to be a long explanation. So I'm just going to use a word and, for better or worse, just let it mean what it means to you for right now. But I'm a highly intuitive person. So I have the ability to quickly connect dots, size things up, get a read on a situation, and then pass that on to people. Now, I'm at a point in my career where I can comfortably say that. As a younger person, I still possess that ability, but I didn't understand it and I didn't know how to use it. So I want to share with you a story about what the repercussions of that were. I got hired to manage a real estate office, and there had been problems. The prior guy had really screwed things up and had been fired. And there was a 6-month interim manager put in place who uh, just pretty much in a mercenary way filled empty seats, kind of hired anybody off the street into this commercial real estate office with very little filtering, qualification, anything. He could just brag that he had filled all these seats. And so I walked into this office. There was one super high performing, absolutely unquestionable integrity person in the office. And the rest of the office, about 30 people, were people who were struggling, were not doing well for various reasons. And so one of the mandates from the guys who hired me was that I bring in a few senior people. Well, very quickly after reaching out to some senior performers, it became very clear that a different senior broker who was at this point only working part-time, his existence, his affiliation with the office became a barrier to recruiting new people. Basically, every senior person in that marketplace with whom I had conversations said, as long as so-and-so's in that office, I would never consider going there. So I went to senior management and said, okay, here's what's going on. This is an issue. And one of the owners of the company said, well, no, he has been a lifetime top performer. There's no way we're letting him go. We're not going to do that. So this is my first time managing and not even understanding my own intuition and seeing the big picture. I didn't fight it with the resolve with which I should have, because it was very clear that it was a real, not imagined obstacle. And so after 6-9 months, I basically said, look, I've got to make a change. And I made some changes within the company that that extricated me from that situation. And the guy who replaced me came to them 3 or 4 months later and told them the exact same thing. And they were like, oh yeah, that's what Conley said. Well, coincidentally, this fellow who was the toxin decided to leave the office on his own, and the problem solved itself about a month or two into my successor's tenure. And within a relatively short period of time, he was able to recruit a few senior people into that office. So the lesson so I'm sharing that with you as a story, partly of my ability to see the big picture and to help people. The learning I had to go through to stand with resolve for what it is I saw and to help people take the proper action and to think accurately. What I should have done, I should have demanded that they have conversations directly with these other brokers. I should have demanded that they take certain steps that would have then caused them to be able to see what I already knew, and remove it from, on some level, what they were accusing me of was speculation or being weak-kneed or whatever. It was all kinds of things that it was about my performance, not about the reality of the situation. So people all over are stuck in similar situations, whether they're the boss of something or they're the subordinate in something. And this is one of the big ways in which I help people. It is seeing the big picture, it is thinking clearly, and it's taking productive steps to keep moving forward. And if you'd like help with that, my website is in the comments below, and feel free to reach out to me. Until next time, have a good one.